Hello and welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to understand how to capture leads from JustDial and store them in Airtable for real-time follow-up. So here I am receiving a lot of leads through my JustDial account, and here my objective is, as soon as I'm going to receive a new lead, then automatically a new record for the same should be created in my Airtable account. So now here to automate the entire process, I need to connect my JustDial account with my Airtable account using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So now here to learn the process step by step and see the working of this automation, let me take you all to my screen. Welcome to my screen. So here on my screen you can see my Airtable account, and here basically my objective is, as soon as I'm going to receive a new lead through my JustDial, then automatically I want to add that lead detail in my Airtable as the new record. So now here to automate the entire process, I need to connect my JustDial with my Airtable using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So to access the Pabbly Connect, you need to search for pabbly.com/connect in your browsers, and it will take you to the homepage of Pabbly Connect. So this is the homepage of Pabbly Connect, but here before moving forward, let me tell you all about Pabbly Community. So this is Pabbly Community where automation users, business owners and marketers connect. You can ask questions, share workflows and get instant replies and helpful feedback from others who have faced these similar challenges. It is an active and supportive space to learn and grow together. And now you can find the link to join the Pabbly Community in the description box below. Make sure to check it out and join the Pabbly Community as soon as possible. Alright, let's move back to our Pabbly Connect's homepage, and here you can see two options. One is sign in and the another one is sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get 300 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm going to click on the sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect by clicking on this access now. Now this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here to build my connection, I need to create a workflow first. So for that, I'm going to click on this create workflow button given on the top right corner, and then it's asking me to select the workflow builder. So here you can see two options. One is new beta and the another one is classic. So basically beta version is modern, faster and more flexible, whereas classic one is stable and the familiar approach. So in this video, we are going to use this beta version by clicking on this select button, and then a create workflow dialog box has appeared in front of us. So here we need to give a name to our workflow. So I'm going to give the name as capture leads from JustDial and store them in Airtable for real-time follow-up. And then he's asking me to select the folder. So in the left side corner of this dashboard, you can see a folder section under which you can see the multiple folders that I've already created with different names to save my workflows accordingly. So in this particular case, I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select it as per your need. Also, you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect, you need to click on this learn more hyperlink given over here, and it will take you to a forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect. Alright, let's move back to our Pabbly's dashboard, and here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this create button given over here. Now in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow, and here let me tell you that there are two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this, that means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin with our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So we're going to click on this add trigger button, and here as you all know that I'm receiving new leads through JustDial, so I'm going to select my trigger application as JustDial and my app event as new leads. Then we're going to click on this connect, and here you can see we have received a webhook URL. That means here we're going to use this webhook URL to connect our JustDial with Pabbly Connect. So it says to automate lead capture, copy the above webhook URL and configure it in your JustDial account. Reach out to your account manager from JustDial. JustDial portal doesn't have the provision to add the webhook URL on the user interface of their applications. Hence, you need to send this webhook URL to your JustDial point of contact or the backend team. So here you need to copy the webhook URL and then you need to send this URL to your backend team so that they can add a webhook URL in your JustDial account. So for now, I'm going to send this webhook URL to my backend team, and here we need to wait for some seconds to receive a test response over here. So let's wait for some seconds. And here you can see we have successfully received a test response where we have received the type of property, phone number, name and the email address of the lead. So with this, we have successfully set up our trigger over here. So once we have received a new lead detail through our JustDial, then automatically I want to add this lead as a new record in my Airtable account. So for that, we are going to add action step over here. Here I'm going to select my action application as Airtable and my app event as create a record. Then we are going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add a new connection. If your Airtable account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on this connect with Airtable. And here Pabbly Connect is requesting for the access. So I'm going to add all resources first and then I'm going to click on this grant access. And here you can see we are now successfully connected. So it easily got connected because here I was already logged in my Airtable account. So to build an easy connection, make sure you're already logged in your Airtable account in the same browser, or it is going to ask for your account details such as the username and the password of your account. Alright, so let's move forward, and there is asking for the base name and the table name. So I've already shown you that I have my base with the name JustDial Leads and my table as table 1. So we are going to select the base name as JustDial Leads over here, and now after selecting the base name, we are going to select the table as table 1, and there is asking me to enter the phone number, name, email and the type of property. So basically these are the fields that I've added over here in my Airtable. So now here, instead of entering these details manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the response that I've received in my trigger step or my previous action steps. Mapping makes the text dynamic so that when you're going to receive a new lead through a JustDial, then automatically this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So for the phone number, we are going to map the lead's phone number. Here we are going to map the name. Here for the email, we are going to map the email address, and lastly we are going to map the type of property. And then it says enable typecasting, so for that we are going to select false. And now here, after entering all the required details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully added a new lead detail in our Airtable. So let's go and check it, and here we are going to refresh it. And here you can see we have successfully created a new record over here. So with this, we have successfully set up entire automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have selected our trigger as JustDial and our action as Airtable, so that when you're going to receive new lead through our JustDial, then automatically and instantly a new record for the same will be created in our Airtable account with all the lead details. Alright, so these were the steps to how to capture leads from JustDial and store them in the Airtable for real-time follow-up. I hope these steps were clear to you. Now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. And if you found this video helpful, then don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more automation tutorials. Also, if you have any doubts, then feel free to drop them in the comments below. See you in the next video. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubt, then you can email us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, then you can write it at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can visit this URL. Now, if you liked the video, then please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.